guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be comparing the Chanel Trendy CC versus the Chanel Coco handle. I have had both of these bags in my collection for several months now, and I've used both of them. So I definitely have like a good grasp on how each of them performs, how I like each of them, different factors between each of them. So we're going to talk about things like the material, the availability, the price, the dimensions. Aesthetically, they look pretty similar, but I do find them to be pretty different bags. Also, when I was on the market for one of these, I watched a lot of this type of video. So I know exactly what I was looking for when I was watching these. And so I feel like I think I can deliver. If you see the straps on my shirt falling, just know that it's pissing me off too. But you know what? This is what's happening. I think this shirt was built for someone with a larger chest, and that ain't me, so I'm so sorry. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which you definitely should if you're not already, it's just the Katie Danger. I'll pop it right here. I post every single day over there. But if you do follow me, I think you probably know which one of these two bags I prefer. If you saw my recent wishlist video, which I will also link in the cards up here, I definitely spoke about which one is my favorite. So I think you might already know which one I prefer, but just in case you don't, or just in case you don't know why, we're going to talk about it today. So without further ado, if you guys want to see how I feel about the Trendy CC versus the Coco handle, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm going to say. If you're not already subscribed, explain yourself. I post every single Wednesday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you like luxury, you like handbags, you like shoes, you like jewelry, any of that fashion, you know, if any of that stuff tickles your pickle, definitely, I think you're gonna wanna subscribe. I think that's what you're gonna wanna do. Now that that's out of the way, let's roll into the video. So we're just gonna start off with the bag that I got first out of the two, which is the Coco handle, but it's not this Coco handle. It's actually this teeny tiny extra mini Coco handle. So the Coco handle comes currently, as far as I know, in 3 sizes. It comes in the extra mini or mini size. It used to be called the extra mini, but now it's just called the mini size. So that's this size over here. Super itty bitty and cute. Really doesn't fit a whole lot, but I love it. This is in navy. Then it comes in 1 size up, which is this bag right here. If you guys want me to do a comparison on these 2 sizes, by the way, definitely let me know. So this is now called the small size, but it used to be called the mini because at the time this was the smallest size, but since they debuted with this one, this has now been deemed the mini, and now this is the small. And there is 1 size up from this size, which is now called the medium. I am going to be using this one as our reference for today because I feel like this is the most popular size. The Coco handle comes exclusively in caviar leather, although actually I think that I have seen it just in like calfskin, but besides that, it does not come in lambskin. The older versions, they don't have this. So this is kind of more of a newer design. The extra mini that I have does not have that, like, that back stitch there. It doesn't really make that big of a difference, to be honest, but just something to note. This bag has feet on the bottom and the Trendy CC does not. So if you're somebody who likes to protect the bottom of your bag, which I'm gonna assume most people are, this is definitely a big plus for the Coco handle. I didn't even mention my version is in, like I said, the small size. It is in so black, which means that the hardware is also black, although you can get it in silver or gold, and it is in chevron, although it does come in quilted as well. The strap on the Coco handle is removable. You can just take it off. You do have your little loops here. So because of the length of this strap, which I will measure for you with my handy dandy tape measure here, please note that I usually go by inches because I live in the United States. It's about 18 inches. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Maybe closer to 19, between 18 and 19, which for me, I am 5'3". This is not really good for crossbody. I don't use this bag as a crossbody bag because I kind of can't. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sit right unless you take this strap off and either put on a longer strap or put like some extenders. I've seen people, I think Samorga sells them. Some people have put like little pearl extenders. I personally don't really care that much to tamper with my bag, so I'm fine using this as a shoulder bag. Something to keep in mind is the shape of this Coco handle is a little bit different from the Trendy CC. The Trendy CC is boxy. It's kind of just like a rectangle, whereas this one has almost like a trapezoidal type situation going on. So the handle, just because it's the shortest one, is about 3 inches from, you know, the tippy top to the tippy bottom. Now for the actual bag, it is 8 inches at the top across, so from here to here, that is 8 inches, and at the base it is 9 inches. The height of the bag is about 6 inches, and the width is about 3 inches at the bottom. And then at the top, I will tell you if I can grab this damn ruler, it's about 2 inches at the top. So that's just to kind of give you a frame of reference if you actually know your measurements. I feel like when I see these things and people are telling me, you know, it's 2 inches here and 4 inches here, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what that means. But thank you anyways, just in case you need it. There it is. It's also important to note that you do get the Mona Lisa pocket with the Coco handle. It is with every single size, even the little teeny tiny mini one over here. I don't know of anybody who actually uses the back pockets on these bags, because I don't. I mean, pretty much all my Chanel bags have this and I never ever use it. But you know, it's there in case you need it. I would definitely never put anything in here. I feel like this one is actually a little bit stretched out, and I don't even put anything in there, so I can't even imagine if I actually used it, you know? The strap on the Coco handle, the little hook, it does have a little CC detail, and then on the actual, I don't know what you would call this, the little round part that kind of connects the handle to the bag, it does say Chanel, and then it says 31 Rue Cambon, Paris on this side. I doubt you'll be able to see it, but it's right up here, the 31 Rue Cambon, and then Chanel on the bottom. Something that I feel like is a concern for most people when it comes to the Coco handle is the corners. If you take a look at these corners, they're folded pretty like sharply and aggressively. So corner wear is definitely something to be wary of. I feel like it's definitely prone to getting some scuffs, some scratches. Oh, this one actually has like a little something. It's really, really tiny. The strap does have a break. It's a pretty decent break. I don't really feel like this is uncomfortable at all when I wear it. Obviously you have your Chanel turn lock here. And now we're gonna get into the inside of the bag. I don't think I'm using this bag right now, right? No, I'm not. So I do have mine stuffed. I actually keep most of my bags stuffed, if not all of them, just because I get nervous. But this is not a bag that I think needs to be stuffed. So like if you don't usually stuff your bags, I don't think it's that big of a deal if you don't stuff this one. Coco handle does have 2 compartments, and I say it with air quotes because I don't really feel like this is 2 compartments. You can't really use the back compartment for much. The front compartment is, you know, a decent size, and this size of Coco handle, you can pretty much fit all your essentials in here. The only thing I've ever put in this back pocket is a mirror. So there's not really space for much. You can actually see the divide in the bag from the outside. So you can see this is exactly where the divide is going to be, and it has kind of like a little opening where the divide is. So I guess if you wanted to put like a card in there or something, you could. Again, I don't really use that, but it's there. And you do have a zip pocket in the back. Again, something that I do not use. One more thing that I want to know about the Coco handle before I move on to the Trendy CC is that this bag has come out in a few variations. There is a version that's currently on the Chanel website that obviously is not for sale on the Chanel website because you can't buy anything on the Chanel website, but it does have like a special top handle, and I believe that one is actually in calfskin. I will pop a picture of that one right here. The small size of the Coco handle retails for $5,100 US. Obviously it depends on, you know, what kind of variation you get. If you get like something with a special handle, these actually used to come with like lizard handles. Something else I want to know is the interior, I forgot to mention, is not leather lined for my bag. I believe that the new bags are leather lined. Moving on to the Trendy CC, the version that I have is in dark gray with gold hardware. It's like the light gold hardware, not the antique gold hardware. And this is completely in lambskin. Chanel Trendy CCs are only available in lambskin. I've never seen it in anything else but lambskin. So that's something to keep in mind if you're the kind of person who doesn't like lambskin, or you feel like lambskin is a little bit too fragile for you, which by the way, I do plan on making a video all about lambskin versus caviar. So definitely subscribe if you're not already, so you can see that. The Trendy CC is currently offered in 2 sizes. This is the size small, and it does come in a size up, which would be the medium size. I feel like the Trendy and the Coco handle are kind of alternated through the season. So specifically like in 22B, we have the Trendy CC. We don't have any Coco handles. So next season, which would be 22K, is going to have the Coco handle and not the Trendy. So that's how it's kind of like every other season will have the Trendy and every other season will have the Coco handle. With the Trendy CC, you have a very similar design, which I feel like this is why most people like to compare this to the Coco handle. You have your little flap that you also have obviously in the Coco handle. It does come in either quilting or chevron. Mine is of course in quilting, and it does have, you know, your turn lock. This does have the Chanel plate right underneath the strap here. A lot of people really hate this plate. This also comes with a strap. This strap on newer versions of the Trendy CC is not removable. So I will show you the inside. It is kind of round, and you know, there's no way to take this out. But on older versions, you had something that was more of like a T-lock. So that you can remove from the bag with, you know, no problem. On the back, you do have your Mona Lisa pocket. This one is much bigger than the Coco handle one. But again, I don't use it because it's so like thin that I feel like it would be stretched out so easily. I do have some wrinkling on this side from opening up the flap, but that's to be expected with most bags that have a flap. So you can see I'm opening it up here, and then that's why I have that little wrinkling there. The Trendy CC, like I mentioned, does not have feet, but it does have 3 compartments. So you can see the compartments right out here. You open it up and you can see it's kind of like an accordion style. You've got your 3 compartments, although I barely would even count this third one as a compartment. Very similar to the Coco handle. This compartment is very, very small. You can't really do much there. There is a zip pocket back here, which is like almost impossible to use because this is such a small area that it's really hard to get in there. You do have your nice little CC there. With the Trendy CC, you do get like an additional little bit of organization right here. This is like the worst. I would never hold my bag like this if I was not trying to show you this. But you have like lipstick pockets here and just like a little bit of room for like some slip pockets. So if you wanted to put anything in there, you could. The Trendy's handle is a lot more like malleable. Like you can move this. You can't like move it too much, obviously, but it's not as stiff as the Coco handle. Like this handle and the Coco handle, like this is it. It's not going anywhere. This is it, versus this one that you can move a little bit. From the tippy top of the top handle to the tippy top of the bag, it's about 4 to 4.5 inches, maybe 4.25 inches. And then across on the base of the top handle is 6 inches. Now the shape of the Trendy CC is more of like a rectangle. So you don't really need to measure like the top versus the base of the bag because it's gonna be the same because it's a rectangle. So it's about, I would say 9.5 inches in length. It's kind of hard to do the width because of how like the accordion style is, but I'm just gonna go from all the way at the bottom. It's about 4 inches, maybe 3.75 inches. All the way at the top is about 2.5 inches in width. In height, it's going to be about 7 inches. It's a very similar strap to the Coco handle, but I feel it's a little bit more robust. It's a little bit thicker, and you do still have that same like break in the chain. But I will measure the strap. It is about 20 inches from the top of the strap all the way to the top of the bag. I have cross-bodied the Trendy CC before. It's not something that I would do every single time I wear it. It's not something that I think looks particularly great. It's definitely still not like my ideal strap drop, but I have cross-bodied it like when I had no choice. Like I needed my hands and there was just no getting around that. Like I was probably carrying Leo or something. It's doable in like a pinch. The price of the Trendy CC is $6,100. I did find this on the Chanel website, so I can confirm it is about $1,000 more expensive than the Coco handle. So that's kind of another reason that I feel like a lot of people go with the Coco handle rather than the Trendy CC. But that's basically the rundown of the 2 bags. I feel like I've given you all of the necessary information. We're down to the nitty gritty. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which again, you definitely should if you don't, you probably know that I use my Coco handle, this specific Coco handle, more than I use this Trendy CC. I personally, if I had to do the decision all over again, I would get the Coco handle first again. You guys probably also know this because in my most recent wish list video, which like I said will be linked in the cards, I mentioned that I do want another Coco handle. So I already have two, the mini and then the small, but I want another small size. I don't really want another Trendy CC. I'm like, if I see a Trendy CC in a color that I really like, I will very actively not buy it. Again, it's not because I don't like the Trendy CC. I love both of these bags and I recommend both of these bags. I just prefer the shape of the Coco handle more than the shape of the Trendy CC. Like, this boxy shape is not as cute to me as this like trapezoid shape, if that makes sense. But again, it all comes down to personal opinion, personal preference, like what you guys look for when you're looking for bags. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. And definitely let me know in the comments, out of these two bags, not my specific combinations, just in general, out of these two bags, which one do you prefer? Which one do you have in your collection? Which one is on your wish list? Which one do you like more? I'm really curious. But that's all I have to say, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
This purse is a Coco handle. This is a Trendy CC.